Well, President Trump has been very outspoken over the media.
As you know, I have a running war with the media. They are among the most dishonest human beings on earth.
Much of the media, not all of it, is very, very dishonest. Honestly, it's fake news.
Stories that should be a positive story, when they make them totally negative, I understand the total dishonesty of the media better than anybody.
Now, who does the American public trust most, the media or the administration? Emerson College found that 49% called the Trump administration truthful, compared to the media's 39%. Here to discuss is the man who supervised that poll, Professor Spencer Kimball. He's the director of the Washington program and the advisor for the Emerson College Polling Society. Nice to see you this morning, Professor.
Good morning, Clayton. Thanks for having me.
Why did you guys decide to stick your toe into this poll?
So I really want to congratulate our students. They wrote this poll, they administered it, they analyzed it, they published it. It was really their own idea. They were looking at a lot of Trump's policies, some of his appointments, and obviously the issue with the media regarding truthfulness and fake news. And the students actually wrote those questions about truthfulness and untruthfulness, and it's very interesting to see what we found.
Yeah, let's look at some of these individually here. Here's one of them. Do you believe the news media has been generally truthful or generally untruthful? What does that mean?
So we're looking at the news media as a whole, so we're not sure if they're talking about maybe just MSNBC, Fox News, Daily Kos, but overall they're seeing that the news media is not a reliable source. In fact, it's a significant difference that they see Trump as a more reliable source. And then when you dig into those numbers, you see a strong partisan divide. Republicans find Trump to be very truthful at 90%. Democrats are lower in like the teens. Independents, they're in the high 30s as far as the president's truthfulness. So it's very interesting to see how the partisan divide works, and as long regional divides as well.
One of the things that stands out to me is the way that the president perceives the media. I think the thing that gets under his skin the most, we've heard him say this time and time again, is he does something which he seemed positive or should have a positive approach. And then somehow the New York Times spins it so that it's a negative. They will spin a headline even though the rest of the story, if you read it, is generally positive. That's the thing I think that drives him nuts. Is that where he's talking about the dishonesty?
Well, I think there's a credibility problem with the media. We got to remember it was the media that really expected Clinton to win the presidency, and after that they've lost a lot of credibility, and I think the public has seen it, and Trump has been able to jump on that and been able to use that message successfully these first 3 weeks in office.
One of the polls that you also look at is President Trump, his approval rating. Approve or disapprove of the job that Donald Trump is doing. What do these numbers tell you?
The country's still split. I think he might still be in a honeymoon period, but it's 48-47 approval, disapproval, which is about the average of what we're seeing with all of these polls on his early approval ratings in office. He's got areas to grow. Again, he's got strong support, though, with his base of Republicans, and that would make sense because most of the policies are what he promised on the campaign trail.
Professor Spencer Kimball, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Interesting polling.